struggling with in America right now in my 20s. Why is everything so expensive? Why am I making more money waitressing than I would make using my college degree? I barely have a life. I have 2 days off and I work Wednesday to Sunday, doubling just to pay my bills. At 22 years old, all of my bills are in my name. I have no help. How are y'all affording housing? In Myrtle Beach, a 1-bedroom apartment is $1,500. How are y'all getting insurance, going to the doctor, getting medicine? And then some of us are trying to be TikTok influencers. Who knows where that's going to get me? Me and my boyfriend are saving, but we barely see each other during the week, and it feels like we're working our off for nothing. Do we need to move somewhere for a better job opportunity that we don't know about? Do any of y'all really know what you want to do with your life right now? It is so scary being in America right now.
Hello, this is Pat Brown, coming to you from God, Grace, and God. Now, we're going to talk about the lie of the American dream, which is really the American nightmare. Again, we're going to come to you talking about the narrative that the American media likes to push. What do they like to push? That America is such a great nation, such a great place. All right? Now, is America great? Well, it depends who you ask, who you talk to, what group of people that you ask. A person that's starving might not think as much. A person that's been discriminated against or beaten, had a cop put his foot in his neck, might not think as much. A person that's thriving, a multimillionaire or oligarch, might think so. So, each to his own on that. Now, as far as being compared to other nations, is America great? That again lies in what do you consider great, right? Is it being a dog-eat-dog world or a capitalist society, meaning that you're going to capitalize off the misfortunes of other people? If a storm comes and the water that's scarce and you charge triple for the water and you're a store and you make triple that week because people can't get water, and since they have to go to you, some laws of supply and demand says that you can raise the price 3 to 4 times, that is just for them to get water. Well, yeah, you might agree that it's a great place. If you believe in socialism, that people come first and not money, which America is not, is a capitalist society, you might not think it's such a great place to charge 3 or 4 times for water just because you have the advantage there that people can't get it. Me, myself, as a believer in the Bible, believe that people come first and not money. That society comes first, pulling together, and not profit. But that's just me. Again, each to his own. So, is America a great place? That's all into the eyes of the beholder. However, what is not up to the eyes of the beholder is how America portrays itself when they show you the bright lights, fancy cars, fancy houses, and things like that whenever they show other people around the world. The American media is one of the biggest and most vast there is, and for years and years, they've been showing the rest of the world what America wants them to see, and therefore, people say, oh, come to America where everything is great there. Your dreams can come true in America. We, as American citizens, are going to sit here and tell you that is not so. Now, what's true? High wages in America, right? Nice hospitals, nice roads when compared to most other places. Are these things true? Yes. What's not being told then? Well, what's not being told is the high prices.
The cost of living in this country is currently, it's not going to be, it is currently unsustainable. And there are people that they know this, but then they'll still look at somebody else that's struggling and then tell them they're not doing good enough. I want you to imagine somebody that makes $75,000 a year. That's a pretty high up wage in terms of like top earners in this country, $75,000 a year. And we're going to go through some things here. This is a person with no debt outside of a car. And please don't hit me with the, you can go buy a car for, shut up, you can't, shut up, stop saying ridiculous things. An entry-level decent car is $30,000. So this person who puts $200 a month into insurance and they pay 5% into their 401k because shut up, people should be able to put money into their retirement. Because if you're not doing it now, you're never going to get to start doing it later. So after those two things come out of their paycheck and their taxes are paid, they bring home $53,850 a year from a $75,000 paycheck. Average rent in my state for a 1-bedroom apartment, because an adult should be able to live by themselves, $1,700. That car payment at 6% for an entry-level, very reasonable sedan, nothing fancy, that car payment's $579 a month. car insurance. $240 or so a month for a lot of vehicles in this day and age. You're a young person, you've got a nice job, but the insurance companies still want to screw you over. Food. You only cook at home. You never, ever go out. You only cook at home and you only eat decent quality food because a human being should be allowed to eat decent quality food. You pay $879 a month for that. You spend $250 a month in gas. You wear and tear on your car $100 a month. $80 for your phone, $80 for your internet, $175 a month for your electricity, $70 for your water, $20 for your cash. You make $75,000 a year, and outside of a car payment, you have zero debt. Do you know how much money you have left over annually at a $75,000 wage? You do nothing. You don't own a Netflix. You don't go out on a date. You don't pay to go to a park. You don't go watch a movie. You do nothing. If you can't find it on the internet for free, you don't get to do it. If you can't cook it at home for your $800, you don't get to do it. You have $3,700 left over annually. That's like $320 a month. And there's going to be, well, that's $300. Shut up. Shut your stupid, contrarian, edgelord mouth. That's not a doctor bill, because God knows just because we have insurance doesn't mean that we don't still pay far out the ass when we go to the doctors. People like to be entertained. They want to date. They want to... There's those of you out there that will tell somebody living like this on $75,000 a year before taxes that they are not doing what they're supposed to do, that they should get a second job, that they should get a side hustle, that they should get a better job. And the fact that you would look at somebody with no debt other than a car and say something like this to them means objectively you're a moron and you live in a fantasy world. This is unsustainable.
Okay, you may make 3 times more in America than where some of these third world countries or other places are, but you're going to pay 3 to 4 times more. So therefore, everything you earn goes right back out the window. You might have a nicer road than everybody else or some of these other countries, but you're going to pay for that nice road out of your taxes. You might have better health care in some ways. When I say better health care, you're going to have a better hospital billing and a better, but that doctor that you're paying, that staff, all that room, everything is very, very expensive. You could have insurance in America and pay $500 a month, and still, when you go to the doctor, you have a copay of $35 to $40, and still, when you get sick, you have to pay for medicine and have another bill coming in the mail that you have to pay, even and if you have insurance and paying $500 a month. Also, that road that we said, that's very nice. A lot of them that we have in America are called toll roads, which means they charge the people to drive on them. Whatever, when you pass by, they pick up your license plate or whatnot, and you pay to drive on that road. Now, supposedly, after that road is paid for, after so many years, they are supposed to stop charging you. I have not seen a toll yet that's been paid for. We have several in Houston, and all of them, except the latest they built, are paid for, and they still charge people a toll for driving on them, which means that's a scam, and they are liars. Okay, now, top of that, school system. They have a nice school. They have public schools, but then the nicer schools, you pay for them as well. Let's say that you pay for your house. You pay for your house. You have a nice house, and you, Lord bless you to the point that you can pay for it, which might take you 30 years, right? And you pay for that house. Guess what? You're not done, because I know of someone, in fact, who pays on top of, his house paid for, but he pays $5,000 a year for tax, $4,000 a year for insurance, $500 a year, what they call a homeowner association. All right. Now, if you don't pay your taxes, you don't pay your insurance. Well, you don't pay your taxes or your homeowner association, they will take the house from you. The homeowner association has the power to take it from you. The government, Uncle Sam, has the power to take it from you. And I forgot that was just regular tax, not school tax, which was another $2,000 a month. You add all that up together, you're talking about over $10,000 a year he's still paying, which equates to about $900 a month a person is paying on a house that's paid for, in lieu of him getting the house taken from him by the government or the homeowner association or some other entity. What I just said is, after your house is paid for, you have people still paying $800, $900 to $1,000 a month in fees and in bills, in taxes, whatever it may be, just to keep a house that's supposedly is supposed to be theirs. That, my friend, is the American dream. Now, when you think about that, I don't think a lot of that is being told to the people all around the world. All they show is, oh, nice house, nice boat, nice street, nice hospital, and not tell them that the cost of these things in America is astronomically high, so much so it's virtually unaffordable to many people. Why would people leave America and go to other places? There are very many videos out there that will tell you that you can go to places, Costa Rica, Panama, Africa, a lot of places all around the world, you know, and for $2,000 a month, live a very good life with traveling involved as well to see other places.
One of the biggest reasons why I would never go back to living in America, living in New York, is because when you leave America, you realize America is the only expensive place that you could ever go to. Because, bruh, do you know that when I was living in New York, not even a year and a half ago, I used to spend around $5,000-$6,000 a month for all my expenses, probably even more. And do you know that right now I've been traveling for over a year and a half? I've been to 11 different countries so far within a year and a half. And do you know that right now, as we speak, I'm in Colombia. I spend $2,000 a month for all my expenses. Or for $2,000 a month. For this apartment, I only pay like $470 a month. So everything else is basically me partying, drinking, smoking, and actually not having to penny pinch. Guys, please wake up. Leaving America, you're going to realize all you need to do is make a little bit of money online and you could travel the world and just literally live abroad, and it's a lot damn cheaper. But if you want to live in America, I wish you the best of luck. Make sure y'all follow me on my YouTube, Cash Travels. You will see every country I've been to. I don't penny pinch, and I have a blast. And I've spent no more than like $2,000 for every country I've been to. Wake up.
You can't do that in America. Not with $2,000 a month, you can't. No, you can't. All right. Now, I live in Houston, Texas, one of the cheapest places to live in America, down south. If you was in LA or New York, some of the more expensive places to live, $2,000 a month would be laughable as far as you trying to survive on that monthly. Laughable. So, let's talk about this American dream. As you can see on all the other videos and all the other people that's talking about it, American dream is not what it's cracked up to be. But they're not going to show you that because Mr. Orange, Agent Orange, wants you to think that not only that he's going to make America great again, he wants you to think that America is great right now. I'm Pat Brown, and this has been God, Grace,